Good morning. How are you? I just scared Bowie. Sorry about that. Okay, so, man, it's been a little bit since I've been here, and I apologize. I feel like I apologize to you guys more than I should. Oh, I see the light. That's not good. Anyways, it's been crazy in my house this last week or more. My husband's had pneumonia. Of course, he decided to share with us, and it's been an ongoing battle, I'm just going to say. But I'm here, and I feel better. Of course, as you know, with everything I'm going through, my body doesn't fight off illnesses like it should right now. So it was rough, but I'm back, and hopefully I'll get back on schedule because I've been off schedule. And yeah, anyways, I'm here. We have a ton of new stuff to look at. I don't say a ton, but there's a lot of stuff here I want to look at and we're going to talk about. And I'm just going to kind of discuss that right now because when we get into it, we'll go into further detail. But you know, if you've been on my page for the last while and you've been watching the last couple videos, which I hope you have. If you haven't, check them out. I bought some Natasha Denona minis, which I'm a huge fan of Natasha Denona in general. I have quite a few of her palettes, so I thought the minis would be great for travel. So this one that I haven't tried yet, I showed it to you in one of the last videos, but then I also got the Xenon, and I thought I would use it because I was wearing black at the time, and it was like perfect. So this is the mini pastel. A couple things. I have only played with this color. I thought I was going to hate it. There's a lot of fallout on these shimmery ones. I won't say it's like a glitter per se. It's very fine, but there's a lot of fallout. You can see I used this one with a wet brush and then my finger. I thought I was going to hate it. I put it on. I was so disappointed. I mean, these little 5 pans aren't cheap. I think they're like $27. So, I mean, it's not cheap. But then the more I wore this gold, I loved it. It had this shift in it. It was like a gold to green type of shift. It was really nice. I'm hoping the rest of these will be the same. Basically because I'm worried about this palette. Basically because there's only one, oops, this one. There's only one matte. And I love a good shimmer, but I want a really good solid matte to go under it. And, well, this green doesn't match with any of this. I don't see this as a cohesive palette. And what I mean by that is, if we look at these other 2 minis that I have from Natasha Denona, the color story really blends well. I mean, it's a beautiful, they go together, start to finish. I feel as though it works really well together. But this one, I don't feel that. So I'm really concerned on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. But we are going to try it. 'Cause like I said, thought I was going to be so disappointed about the gold, and it turned into be a beautiful, beautiful color. So as for the eyes, that's really the only new thing I have, except for some lashes. And let me tell you, apparently this last week was lash week. That's great. I ordered some stuff from Ulta, and when I got it back, I got some free lashes and mascara. Now I'm just going to show you. This is the mascaras that I keep beside me. This one too, because I got it pulled out to use today. That I grab from on a regular basis. Okay? I go through here regularly. I throw out some older stuff. I throw out dry and try to replace it. This is the bag of all the samples that I have to replace it with. Now, these have not been opened. Everything over here that I just showed you has been opened and used. These have not. I'm really hoping that they will last longer since I haven't opened them, because there's some really good mascaras in here. But come on, I've got two eyes. I do makeup every day. I gotta sneeze. But sorry about that. But I wear lashes 90% of the time, so I don't really care what mascara I use because it's just going on before the lashes. That probably is going to change, and I'll tell you why, because this is another new item that I got. This is the Grande Cosmetics Lash Lift. It's a heated lash curler. Okay, I had seen some iffy things about it. I have used this. I've got it right here. It's just it looks just like a mascara one, but this heats up, and you do it and you brush it on. Now, I do like it. I did it the other day when I was going out just real quickly. I wanted to put some mascara on, and that's it. And I did this, and my eyelashes looked amazing. So if I start using this more, I'm going to start using more mascara. So kind of a give and take, we'll see. But I'll use that briefly today just to show you what it does and how I use it. But because I am wearing lashes, it won't be in depth like before. Because like when I did it before, you're supposed to put your mascara on and then put that on the heated curler with your mascara. Okay. And when I did it without the mascara, did the mascara, did the heated curl, did another layer of mascara, and did the heated curl again. I won't do all of that today. So that's what I mean. Now, as far as the free lashes that I got, one of them I have already. These velour, plant-based, these are what? Cloud 9s. I do have them. I have used them. They're fine. A free pair of lashes that I like is wonderful, and I don't have anywhere to put it, so we're just going to put it back over here. I have got to figure out my space. Then I've got some NYX Jumbo Lash. You really can't tell too much about these because of the packaging that it's in, and I haven't, okay, I didn't know if it'd be easy to open or not. I don't know what, I've never tried NYX lashes. So that's, I say it's easy to open and I can't get it. So I have no problem trying, obviously, new things, right? So we'll see. They don't look too bad. They don't look crazy, and I'm going to explain why I say that, because the next two pair that I have are flat out. I'm going to wear one of them, and I'm not sure how crazy it is. It kind of looks crazy, but I'm hoping it's not. These Eyelure, look how, I mean, they're big. These are the ones I'm going to put on today. So we're going to see. I'm hoping they are going to be good. And then the last one, I'm thinking, holy moly, I'm going to fly away with these bad boys. And this might be the lashes I wear when I do my J-Lo look for my niece's 21st party. But look at those. Holy crap. A good gust of wind like we had the other day for the windstorm. I feel like I would just be flying away. So these are definitely not what I would normally buy. But I might have a really good purpose for them when I do my J-Lo look. Okay, so what else new do we got? I'm not using this today, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is the Better Than Sex Chocolate Eyeliner. I have used it a couple times. I have the black as well, so I'm a fan of this eyeliner. I just don't know if the brown does anything different than the black. So, you know, and especially when you put lashes on. Now, if I wore them the other day without the lashes when I did my, no, I did them the day I tried this heated lash thing, and I thought it looked okay. But it's not something that I would wear often because you're not going to see that it's brown versus black when you put lashes on. All right, other than that, we have discussed this. I have used this for you. This is the Tarte Sculpt Shape. Now, I'm going to say, this is the Charlotte Tilbury that I've been using for years. This is the Tarte. I really like the Tarte. It's creamy. It blends really well. I have ordered another color because I don't think this color is deep enough for a contour. So for the moment, I'm kind of mixing the two, doing this, and then put a couple of deeper glops into it. Okay, now, I got two more new items. Okay, so Sorry about that. My clicker doesn't want to work 90% of the time for some reason. Might be time to get a new battery. Now, for the next two items that I have that are new, I bought, this is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Matte Beauty Blush Wand. So it's very much like the contour wand I have, but it's blush. And I got this, I've been wanting to get this and it's been out of stock for a while. So of course, Tarte come out with one too. And it wasn't available yet when this one came on. So I went on and bought this, and then as soon as I bought this, like the next day, the Tarte came live. And I'm like, because I really like the Tarte. I really like the blendability. I like the everything about the Tarte. So, yeah, we'll try this. I didn't buy the Tarte yet because I want to give this a try, see if it's something I even use, because I'm kind of wishy-washy about cream blushes. I really want to like them, and I just haven't got there yet. Now, the last thing I have is the Makiage I'm Flawless Perfecting Concealer. And I used to have the Makiage foundation, and I really liked it. I mean, I really liked it. I thought it did a great job. And I thought about buying it again. I don't know why I didn't, other than the fact that there was just some others that I liked better, if that makes sense. And so I never bought it. But I'm really struggling right now with a good concealer. So, I mean, I have thrown away 2 or 3 concealers lately that I don't know what it is, if it's my skin has changed since I've been sick, or if the product has gotten old, but it started drying out, it started showing fine lines and, you know, things that I didn't want shown. So I thought I'd try this. Now, my favorite concealer right now is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, because it's got a hyaluronic acid in it, and I feel like it plumps and it doesn't sink into pores. I did buy a new one of that in a lighter color for a highlight brightening thing. I do think it might be time to buy a new one of the actual color of my foundation, because it's starting to get a little older, I think. But this is the Makiage. I haven't opened it at all, as you can see. It's just a regular doe foot, which is fine. I don't like anything really fancy. Give me basic. It's easy to use. So we'll see. And probably what I'll do, I'm going to use my go-to primer and my go-to foundation. And I'm probably going to put one under the foundation and one over the foundation so we can test it. Okay, other than that, you know, I bought a ton of the Maybelline Superstay Inks lipsticks. I'm living for them right now. We're going to use one of those, and I think that's it. And we could probably get started. So, I believe I've got everything in front of me, and I want to just say this. My desk here, my vanity desk, is just, it's gotten too small. I'm going to have to figure out what I need to do to make it, to get it, give me more room. And it's probably going to be buying another little desk thing, and that's fine. I was using one like that for a while, but then I've got it set up over here with all my stuff on it. You can see my newest wig and hat from my J-Lo. My products that I'm trying. I've got jewelry. I mean, it's a mess right here, and it's just a little bit too much for me to try to clean up every time I'm doing a look for you guys. So we're just going to struggle. We're just going to struggle today. So we're just going to get started. And I noticed that this is showing, so I'm going to have to go grab my hand mirror. And I hate doing that because I feel like it covers my face, but unless I stop what I'm doing and try to adjust this, this is what we got. So I'm using just my normal Urban Decay primer potion. This is my go-to eye primer. And trying new products, I want to give it a fair chance. I want to give it every opportunity to work like it says it's going to. And I feel like to do that, I give it my primers and basics that I love and go to and I know works for me the best. Now, this doesn't say that this is going to be everybody's favorite primer. Each of us should have our own, when we do our own makeup, what works best for us and either the way that we use it. or the way that it affects your skin. So I'm just saying that because I say that's my go-to favorite primer. It's not going to be yours. It could be, but it's not necessarily going to be yours. So, yeah, that's why. When you're trying new products, whatever that you use the most, whatever product it is that you grab first, like you just don't even think about it. You just grab it because you know it works. You know it's going to do good. That's what you should be using when you try new products. That's my little PSA for the day. Now I'm going to use my Anastasia Highlighting Duo pencil. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight under the eyebrows because I'm not going to be doing anything but setting the brows today with some clear gel. So I don't have to worry about eyeliner or fudge. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that because I can't even say it. My brow pencil and going in and trying to do my brows because they are still looking good. We're a couple months past the last time I got them done. They'll last me for a while. So I'm going to use just a basic, one of my go-to, again, transition colors. I'm just going to put down a base transition because I feel like not everybody does this, and I know, and it's okay. I like having the transition color, even though like you can barely see it a lot of times when I put it on. It's just a powder that sets my primer, and it helps when I need to blend out. I feel like the transition color really helps blend out. Now, I'm seriously at a loss because I want to try this matte. I mean, I feel like I should try the matte, but it just doesn't go with anything. Because I was thinking about using this one, and I might still. I think I'm just going to do it. We're just going to be very colorful today. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of like one of those palettes that you grab when you want to pop a color, but you're using another palette. It's not what I was hoping for when I bought this. Actually, I don't know what I was hoping for when I bought this because this isn't necessarily a palette color that I use a lot. So I really don't know what I was thinking other than it's pretty. So yeah, I think I'm going to use the matte green in the crease and then this in the outer corner and this in the inner corner. That is what I'm saying I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So I've noticed some of these have a pretty good fallout. So be careful. Like you hear me tapping, I'm trying to tap off excess color. And I'm just going to go right into that crease. I've got another brush over here. I think, yeah. To help blend this out. Not really wanting to blend. It could just be where I'm packing it in. So we'll see what it does. No, it's definitely not wanting to blend out much. I mean, it's a crease color, so it's fine. I don't think, 100%, I don't believe I'll be using this mini palette much. And it's okay. Like I said, it'll be good for a pop of color. It'll still be one that I'd probably travel with. If I'm going somewhere more than a day or two, we'll try it. Which I'm going to tell you, my schedule here, yeah, I'm pretty good through March, except for I do have just a little update on my health. I do have some tests coming up. I don't know what I told you before. I'm pretty sure I told you about Dr. Google. So I'm not going to discuss that much, but I did find another doctor And I believe this doctor is going to be exactly what I'm hoping for. So when I went in and saw him, of course, the first thing they start saying is, yes, your case is very difficult. This is blah, blah, blah. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I've heard that. I've heard that so many times. And like I said, when last time I heard it, dude pulled out his phone and started Googling. Okay, so we're not going to discuss that much more, but it just catch you up a little bit on those that may not have been here or have not seen that video. So I was really getting discouraged when he's like, yeah, this is a very difficult case, and he pulls his phone out. He does. And I'm like, here we go again. Seriously, are we doing this again? But no, he's like, he pulls his phone out and he shows it. I mean, he's got it right there. I'm seeing it. He says, so what I want to do is I got a doctor here that's it's interning. He's another, I think he's like a bariatric doctor. I want him to come in and look at you because the surgery that they keep talking about would have to be done by a bariatric surgeon. We won't discuss that too much unless it comes down to having to have that surgery. So he's like, I'd like for him to come in, discuss, just to talk to you, to see what you got going on, see if he can give me some insights. And I'm like, okay, great. Yes. That's wonderful. And then he's like, and while you're talking to this doctor, and I can't remember this other doctor's name, he says, I'm going to call this other doctor who's a surgeon, and I'm going to discuss it with him. So when we come back, we can all talk. I was thinking, hallelujah, right? I was just like, thank you. I just felt heard. I felt like they were not okay with letting me live like I'm living. And to me, that's what I wanted. I really wanted someone to pay attention to me. To not put me, blue's pretty. To not continue to put me off like I wasn't important. Does that make sense? Because that's what I was feeling. I was really feeling like I just wasn't being heard. And even though I'm struggling and having all these problems, they just, it was just like, well, I'm too busy for you. So, yeah. I get in and I do see him, I talk to this other doctor and he talks to another doctor and we confirm, or we, powwow afterwards. And he's like, okay, this might not be your stomach, which, seriously, my stomach test kept coming back normal. So yeah, why are we continually looking at the stomach if all my tests are coming back and there's nothing wrong with my stomach? So he was the first doctor that actually said that. And I was like, again, okay, yes, wonderful. So they're going to do some testing on my esophagus, which makes sense because I do have, I have reflux. I have reflux disease. Let's just put reflux disease. And, but he's the first doctor that, now that blue's not that pretty. And there's not much difference. If you can see this blue here and this blue here, there's really not much difference there. So using them together probably would not be like an ideal, because you're not going to get much of a contrast. I'm kind of looking for that shift that I found with the gold. I don't see that yet either. Okay, sorry. So we're having 2 tests done, and I saw him on Valentine's Day. He literally opened up his clinic that day, and I was able to get in. It was amazing. And then, so of course, they tell me, they're like, doctor's going to be on vacation the 1st of March. Okay. I have to be off my medicine for so many days before they can do this test. So I knew it wasn't going to be something I got done next week or the week after, right? Plus insurance. Let's just be real. Insurance, if they can control your life, they're going to. So, I do like this darker blue, but I'm not real impressed with the lighter blue. And I'm not real impressed with this green matte. I just don't feel like there's anything on my inner lids when I put that lighter blue on. But I have, no, I don't. I thought I had a bunch of fallout. I do. I have some fallout. Not a bunch. Not as much as I did when I did one of these other palettes. I can't remember which palette I used. Okay. So, anyways, I digress. I'm just going to use some transition color, try to blend that out a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do about that inner corner. I don't know if I should try the pink. I know what I can do first. Because it just doesn't even look like anything's on it. What I think I'll do first is wet my brush and then see if it makes a difference. We'll give that light blue a chance. Because I didn't wet my brush for any of them. Okay, so March 13th, I have 2 tests. One of them they do in the office, and they actually talked about doing it in that office the day I was there, but because they want me to come back and they want to make sure insurance paid for it, so I'm not going to have to get, you know, stuck out of pocket. I can appreciate that. Sorry, I just threw the lid away. We're just doing it all on the same day. So, on the 13th, I will go in and go to the actual office. And they're going to do this one test in the office. And they told me, they said, you know, it's not a painful test. It does look better, but not. Yeah, that looks better. I think what I'll do is also try get the darker blue wet too, see if it helps. They said, yeah, it's not painful. It's not pleasant. Story of my life, right? And at this point, I told them, I don't even care. I don't. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's, whatever. And then I go across the street. So I'm in one hospital. This doctor works for 2 different hospitals. So you can't tell me he's any less busy than the doctor that I've been seeing that couldn't see me for 5 months. Because this guy works for 2 hospitals. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's nice. So I'm at one hospital in his office getting this manometry test done. And then I go across the street to the other hospital and, oh yeah, wet it, make sure it's wet, which I didn't know with the gold it did that. And they're going to do another EGD. Now I was kind of like, why am I having another EGD done? Because I did have one done November, so 4 months ago. And, but he's going to put a Bravo in. The Bravo is a little button, basically, that will be attached to my esophagus. And I will wear a beeper type thing for 48 hours that it will take readings from the Bravo onto this so they can track things. So the things that they are testing for in both tests are going to be the strength of my esophagus, acid that's coming up, causing problems. Is it too weak? What kind of problems do I have? Is it, I mean, it's a full-on barrage of checking out my esophagus. So I am a-okay with that because I feel like it's hasn't been looked at before. The doctors that I was seeing, and honestly, I got to be fair. I don't know what my doctor would have done. I don't know if he would have kept on checking out the stomach. I don't know if he would have checked the esophagus. I literally don't know what he would have done because he can't see me till May. I couldn't continue to live like this till May. I just couldn't. So, hence why I started looking for other doctors. So now, you know, he kept telling me, he says, so after you have this done, results will take about a week or so to get in. And then I have asked this other surgeon, the one that he was on the phone with, to call and set up an appointment with you so you can go on and be scheduled to go in and discuss next steps. Wow. Okay. You know, I'm clearly okay with that as well. So it's a lot going on, but I feel as though it's in the right direction. So the surgeon has called me and had me fill out some paperwork, get that back. So I've talked to them. They mailed me the paperwork. It was a packet. I filled it out, scanned it back to them. That same day they confirmed they got it. That same day they reached out, asked me questions. The next day I had an appointment. And these are very busy hospitals. So I haven't really told you which hospitals, and that's probably on purpose. But there are two major hospitals in Louisville. So I've been going to a hospital in Lexington, but you know, I really have no loyalty to anybody at this point. Anybody that can fix me, I'm loyal to. I just pulled off my lashes, and there was a little bit of where they glued them on, so I'm just trying to make sure. And don't laugh at me. You all been here a while. I got to have my glasses on to see this up close. But I know this might show in that. I'm sorry. Okay, this one needs to be trimmed. Actually, it needs to be trimmed quite a bit. I hate having to trim them a lot. I always feel like I do it wrong, so I'm going to just start smaller because it looks like I need to trim a lot, but I'd rather start small and not trim too much. I've done that and ran really good lashes because I just trimmed them too much. All right, we're going to leave that there. So, yeah, I'm in Louisville, and like I said, he works with two of the biggest hospitals in Louisville. They are literally back to, it's really weird to me. Because, I mean, Lexington has a ton of hospitals, but I don't know if I've ever seen them, like, work in cahoots like that. And so his office is at one hospital, and I guess he does surgeries at that hospital, too. I really don't know the logistics. But this surgery, the EGD in Bravo, he's doing at the other hospital. So he's literally on call for two hospitals and still was able to take me in. And his staff has been amazing. Said I had a little bit of a personal connection. My one of my coworkers, mother, works there, and she was able to get me in, and the doctor was willing to take my case, and I could almost cry how much I appreciate the fact that they did that. But anyways, so I'm going to quickly just glue these because I always like to glue them first. Gives it time to get a little tacky, a little, you know, I don't like the glue wet on my, it's so hard to get off of your natural lashes if the glue is wet. Just saying. And I'm almost out of glue here, which is not good. So I bought a new glue. Because the glue that I really like is the velour. And you have to order it. I don't know if Ulta has it in stock. I usually order it from Ulta. But I don't know if they actually have it in stock. I should have probably looked. So in the meantime, when I was waiting, I went on and bought a brand. It's a good brand. I think I even talked about this last. I mean, it's a brand that very well known. Just got it at Walmart, but I mean, it's a, you know. And I had such a reaction to that glue, which you all know. Shoot, got glue everywhere. I actually had extensions on for a long time, and had to take them off because I started I got really sensitive and had problems with so the little red button will turn white when it's heated up. I should have went on and done that. I wasn't thinking. So anyways, I started having a reaction to it and had to take my lash extensions off, which I'm hoping to get them back on before we go to Jamaica and maybe even before my Canada trip. It is just so much easier when I don't have to worry about lashes. So I am going on and curling that because that's not ready. Typically though, my goal is to not have that and just use this heating one. So, okay. Sorry about that. I disappeared for a moment while I waited for this to warm up. So I did curl the lashes. Like I was saying, I don't typically want to do that once I get using this, but I can't even get this off. Crap, should have done that while I was out. Okay, so again, I know this is showing. We're just putting on my black eyeliner. Not doing anything fancy today as far as cat eye, or we're just putting down some black liner. Okay. And I've got mascara. So I'm going to put on a layer of mascara. I go from the root, I guess is what you can call it, of the lash and just work my way up. Okay. Yes, you all probably already know how to put on eyeliner. I don't know why I have to tell you that. And I'm going to take this and it goes at the root and I'm just going to go up. I also do this for my bottom lashes. So there you go. And I know you're not going to be able to tell much, but it does separate and curl, and I'm really, really happy with it. I'm going to do a video. I've already discussed, well, I discussed it with myself. Who else am I going to discuss it with? But I'd already thought about it, that I would do a video and just put without lashes and just show you how. Holy crap, these things are huge. Crap on a stick. Yeah, these are definitely not going to be everyday lashes. I mean, crap, you can't even see the eyeshadow behind it. Okay. So these will be lashes that I use when we do our murder mystery. If I don't like this other pair, this might be my J-Lo lash. This might actually be a better J-Lo lash. I don't know. I haven't tried the others on. So I'm going to let that glue dry because I will go back in and use this curling thing. And just curl all those lashes. So I put this on first because the eyeliner that I do use is a, what's it word? It's a lash liner too, so it has like a little bit of a bonding glue agent to help hold with the glue I put on the lashes. And I do that on purpose. I don't tell everybody they have, or I don't tell everybody. I make sure to express that you don't need both. I do. I have very watery eyes. I have and when I just use one or the other, I feel like it's not enough because my eyes do water. But again, that's completely up to each user. I cannot get over how big these lashes are. I knew they were going to be big. I did not expect this. My normal eyelash tweezer brushes that or tools that I use are in the thing to be washed. Like, guys, I haven't washed brushes in a couple weeks. And when I'm done here, that's what I'll be doing. Crazy amount of brushes to wash. If I think about it, I'll take a picture and show you what I've got before and after. So this one, when I cut it, it doesn't look like it. I don't know, I might have to trim that off. I just don't like the way that looks. But then I'm afraid if I trim it off, it'll look funny. You know, I always have one lash. It just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to trim that because look, it's like separated. Okay, anyways, they're on. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go to the bottom of the lash and just... I got something in my eye. So they are going to start watering, which again, that's why I use double the... I wonder if I can... Nope. I was going to say maybe I can brush those together, but anyways. Okay, I'm going to turn that off for the moment. We'll come back to it when I do the bottom lash. Yeah, I'm not crazy about these lashes. So far the eyes have not turned out as I was hoping. Hopefully, and I have no idea what I do with the... There it is. Hopefully the rest of the stuff that I use turns out better. Okay, so we're just going to continue. We're just going to move on. We're just going to try to slide some stuff around. Oh. Okay, and these lashes, I can feel them. I don't know why, but when I blink right there, I felt it. So definitely not what I'm hoping for. So, okay, now, I totally forgot what I was doing. We're going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is amazing primer. I typically use the illuminating powder or primer that kind of gives you a glow. I'm purposely not using that because this is a matte concealer that I bought, and I just want to see what it looks like, you know, normally. So I'm just using basic Smashbox Photo Primer, the original good stuff. Okay. Now, got my Lancôme Teint Idol. I literally just bought this one. I still have the other one because if I need, you know, it's got some stuff in there. But it was on sale, so I bought another one. You cannot go wrong when you have good eyeliner. I mean, good foundation. So we are going to go ahead and just put a little bit on this side, do the foundation, then I'll do a little bit on the outside of the foundation. Okay, so it's a very creamy formula, which is good. It's not sheer. Sometimes you put it on and it's like, where did it go? Before you even tap it in, it's gone. Okay, so I'm not going to like really rub it in. I like to kind of leave it a little bit because when I do the foundation, that typically will blend it in. So, I don't know if you can see, I have to pull the mirror up so I can see. I'm not real sure I like the way it's sitting right in here. So, I feel like I can really see it. It's, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but right in here, I feel like you can see the products just setting on my skin. It didn't sink in. It didn't blend out. So we'll see. This might be a primer, a concealer that I would use over top of foundation. I have both. And it just really depends on what my needs are. Love this. I love the ease of using it. And it just blends in so nicely. I don't put a lot of foundation like at the under my eye, because that's where I put the concealer. Okay. Let me just check real quick. All right, so now, yeah, I feel like that is just really setting right on my skin and hasn't blended in at all. I've got a damp no, see how it's separating? Now, not happy with that. Shoot, there it is. Sorry about that. I hate going off screen like that. I say that every time I have to go off screen, so, you know. I hate doing it, but it doesn't stop me from doing it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the foundation, and I'm just going to kind of go over this. So right in here, look at that separating. I don't know if you can see right here. Okay. And that is not wanting to look at it. It's coming apart. It's separating. All right, I'm going to leave that for the moment. I'll come back and because I want to see what this other side does. Got a little bit of product here, so I'm just going to use it. Don't know what to do to fix that. Okay, so let's try the concealer on top of the foundation. Again, I mean, it's a nice creamy concealer. And I don't know if I expect it to be any different on top of foundation than it was on just my skin. Just because it literally broke up and did all of that. Yep, doing it again. Okay. This concealer is probably going to... Oh my God, that's awful. Look under my eyes. That is not good. So, I'm going to obviously put this over here. I'm not going to chuck it yet. I'm close to chucking it, but not quite yet. Give me a minute. I'm going to sneak away from here. I'm going to clean up under my eyes and come back, and we'll have to basically start over. So, just a moment. Let me just tell you, that was a disaster. So I've gone in and I have taken off the concealer, put on new, rehydrated my eyes, put on more primer, and I don't even know. I'm not going to even work with concealer at this point. I thought about putting on my new ColourPop primer, but I thought, you know what? Taking off makeup, you use a makeup remover, And even though you go back and you can try to clean it up afterwards and not, you know, try to get that makeup remover off, it doesn't apply quite the same. So I'm just not even going to put on concealer. I'm okay. I mean, I don't have bags, or not that concealer takes care of bags, but I don't have discoloration. I don't have dark spots. I wanted to try that new product. Right now, this is one of the worst concealers I've ever used. We'll give it a chance. I mean, I like giving second chances to some things. Not everybody gets a second chance in my world. Okay, so I'm set. Hopefully, we won't have any problems doing the rest of the makeup because where I've had to remove it. But foundation looks great. I mean, I love this foundation. My under eyes, I'm really looking at them and I'm not happy. But like I said, I know it's because of having to go in and use a makeup remover, because I tried just a regular toner to take it off and just wasn't taking it off. It was a disaster. So we're not talking about that anymore. Okay, so now I want to do contour, and I have, like I said, both of these. The Shape Tape, or the Tape Sculpt Tape, is really good stuff. Like, it blends so good. But this has kind of been a true to go to color and everything, and it's just, you can tell the difference. This is just deeper than this, so I do have a deeper color coming in that I just ordered, and hopefully it'll be, because see, I just put this on top just to deepen that up a little bit. I put a lot of product on. I don't usually put that much. I got carried away as I was talking. It's okay. It'll blend out nicely. See? This tape, Tarte. I'm going to continue to screw up what it's actually called, but the Tarte product blends. I got a new beauty blender. I've just been hesitating using it because, or getting it out. I like to keep extras when they go on sale. I gave one to my daughter. Do I have? I only have one left. I'm looking. Yeah, I gave one to my daughter. When they go on sale, I usually snap them up. They're $20 a piece. You can get them sometimes for $10, which is really not a bad buy. But I don't use them that often. I always forget to get them wet. So when I use them, it's usually dry. This one has been wet, or when I use them wet, I don't let them wring out well enough. And I just feel like I blended this side completely out. Let's try that again. So I use it too wet, is what I was going to say. There we go. I've got mirrors everywhere, and I just can't decide which mirror I want to use when I'm looking at this, so that's why I kind of seem to be going everywhere. Sorry about that. And we'll use the tape on the nose. I do have a bronzer out. I'm going to put the blush on and see if... I will go ahead and use a little bit of the bronzer. Yeah. It's probably going to take me a good hour and a half to wash all my brushes. That's what happens when you're sick and you don't get to them. But that's okay. So, I do have bronze, just to, and this one is like a really light bronze. I didn't go, just wanted to, I guess more than anything, I'm kind of setting the contour, the cream. I kind of like to set creams with powders. You know, I sat there and said this isn't a really deep bronze, but then I look at what I did over here and I'm like, huh, it's a lot deeper than I thought. This smells so good. I will be hungry for the rest of the day. Whenever I use Too Faced chocolate products, I'm like always hungry. Just tap that in. I really like this side. I wish I could get this side to look as good. I'm just one-sided today. One side of each thing I've done looks better than the other. It's okay. 'Tis life. Just touch up the nose a little bit. So I typically, and I probably won't, I don't know, when I do blush, I really like to do my nose, but this is going to be a cream. So do I really put like a dot in my nose? Probably not. We'll see. I do have a blush to go over it if this isn't deep enough. I'm hoping I don't have to, but we'll see. So this is the new product. As you said, I've never been used. So we'll open it, squeeze it up. The color I got, I don't know if I can tell. I'm blind. Just says Pillow Talk. Is that the color? Pink Pop. So they did have a couple of colors. Tarte has a couple colors. I mean, there's really not a huge, wow, selection. Look how pink of colors for either Charlotte Tilbury or Tarte. All right. I like that. Whew, I do. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. That blended out very, very, very nicely. The color is very, very good. It complements. What do you think? And I'm going to do just a little. No, I got to do here, just a little, and I'm going to take this and just kind of, there's a dog outside. I don't know whose dog it is, but he's outside barking. My dogs are not happy about that, so hence what you're hearing. Okay, I'm just going to say, as far as new items go, this one has been the winner. Who would have thunk it, right? Okay, I want to set this real quick. And I know the Maybelline will be a winner. It always is. When I say Maybelline, I mean the lipstick. Let me go calm them down. So I just realized that I'm not recording. So I did my lip. We haven't really done much. We did my lips in Lover with a Maybelline lip stain. And now I'm just putting mascara on underneath. And then using this to help separate and curl the bottom lashes. I'm having a day. Okay. So that is the look for today. Sorry about the little discontent at the back or at the end. I don't really know what happened. I thought I hit the button, but like I said, I think I'm going to need a new clicker. So this video has been kind of all over the place. Like I said, some things didn't work, and I don't think I had mentioned that I wasn't going to put eyeliner and anything on the bottom lashes because of how bad this was. So today's win, like 100% win for the day, is the blush. I am living for this blush. It blended so nicely, even on top of the powder, because I considered not putting the bronze powder over top of the contour because it was setting it, and then I'm like, well, I've got cream, but it blended really well even on top of the powder. lashes are way too big. So they will not be something I wear on a normal basis, but they will probably be a very good makeup mystery, or not makeup mystery, murder mystery things that we do, or maybe even my J-Lo look, which before long I will have to be working on how to do that because, yeah, we'll talk about that, but I worry about J-Lo. She's beautiful. I don't think I can even get close to that, so I need to do something that gives me the resemblance of what I'm going for. Anyways, that'll be another video. Thank you for watching. Again, sometimes these new products just don't go according to plan. What can we do, right? And that's why we do them. I'm not crazy about the eyeshadow palette. I don't like this green at all. I just don't feel like it blended. I put it in, it just kind of stuck like a magnet. Wouldn't blend out. So, and I don't think the colors are cohesive. But this is probably going to be a great addition palette. So if you're doing a look and you've got your other colors, but you want to pop of something, I think this will probably be really good. Now, the darker blue, I think really did it better from the lighter blue. But just depending, if you got grays or whatever, you might want lighter blue or the pink. The pink is the only one I haven't used. I will also use this one for you sometime too because the shift in it was gorgeous. Otherwise, thank you again. We will continue to try this Il Makiage concealer. We'll give it another chance. I really wanted to chuck it, but I resisted. I refrained. We'll give it a shot. But, all right. I hope you all have a great day. I have to go wash hundreds of brushes, which I'm thinking about it right now. Hopefully when I get into the kitchen, I'll remember, but I'll take a picture before and after of everything that I'm doing. I won't record it, but I'll just add it at the end just to let you see the mess that I've got. I don't like letting my brushes go like that. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you. Love you guys. And until next time, goodbye.